Hello, this is Tim Hagen with Square One Fitness. And what we're going to talk about today is abs, the thing that everyone talks about they want. For some reason, I don't really know. And that sounds probably like a rich person being like, I don't understand why people want to be rich. I don't get it. It's not that great. Because I genetically have had abs for my whole life. But the thing is, so let's start with how people have abs. So to have everyone has abs, every single person, no matter how obese, no matter what, you have abs. You just cannot see them because of a layer of fat over top of them. Now, skinny people, scrawny people like myself, because my body's naturally much smaller than this, I have to force feed myself to be this size. But even through that, I can't put on enough body fat to cover my abs. So that is what gives you abs. Now, what does not give you abs is actually doing crunches and leg lifts and all that kind of stuff, planks, whatever. Because no matter how much you've worked out, your abs are probably about the same size as mine. You know, you work your biceps out to make them bigger. So you really don't want your abs to be bigger, right? You don't really want to put, especially weighted exercises. Those are the worst. When people are picking up weights with and doing leg lifts with them, or weighted crunches with plates and stuff, that's bad. Now, doing some light exercises is not a big deal, but it's not really going to help your abs become more visible. So the reason why is because no matter how great and strong your ab muscles are, there's still going to be fat covering them. So it's not like, like your chest or, shoulders or so. It takes a lot of body fat to really cover up big shoulder muscles. Now your abs can't be that big, so it doesn't take as much fat to cover them up. So a little bit of fat, even over a great set of abs, still no abs to see. So what do we do if working out and actually lifting with them doesn't actually help? Well, since you can't spot reduce, it means working an area, no matter how hard you work it, is not going to reduce it. Sweat, the stupid, I hate saying stupid, but stupid bands that go around your stomach, waist trimmers or whatever, so you sweat it out and it'll make your abs. That's not how the body works. When you sweat, you lose water from your central system, maybe in that area right there for a little bit till more water comes in to fill it. And then when you take a drink of water, your body goes, hey, we lost some water. We're going to absorb it back. That's it. That's the whole entire thing. So you can dehydrate yourself for very temporarily until you drink water again, and then it's over. It doesn't burn fat. Fat is not. So I hate that the term burn was originally invented for fat. We're getting on a tirade, but was invented for fat because people think heat and they think it's burning it. What burning means is using calories up for energy, because a calorie is a unit of measure of how much energy it takes 1 gallon of water to heat up 1 degree, which is weird trivia. You'll never need to know, but that's what it means. So a calorie is a unit of energy, and when it's burned, it means expelled into energy. So we can't actually burn. Saunas don't do anything but dehydrate you, and again, if you take a drink of water, the water's back. So any kind of dehydration strategies are for the temporary. And will not stay that way. And you don't want them to stay that way. But how do we do it then if these things don't work? So here's where I get to be the bearer of bad news, which is my favorite job. But you have to do cardio and you have to diet, or you have to be genetically skinny. I happen to be genetically skinny. Just my body burns a ton of calories doing anything. And then once I started adding muscle, all I did was ramp that up. So you have to do, I'm going to say this so many times, you have to burn more calories than you consume. And by burn, what do we mean? We mean you expel them, use them as energy, not sweat them out. That's not a thing. So we need to use them up as energy. What ways can we do that? Cardiovascular exercise. Increasing our metabolism. So lifting weights and building muscle will actually help you get abs. And the reason for that is because you won't have to be as restrictive on your calorie diet. So where I can eat 3,000 calories, so I have a decent amount of muscle, and that's under my maintenance. Actually, I might lose a little bit. Someone who doesn't have that kind of muscle is like at 2,000, so they're automatically burning an extra 1,000. Now, so building muscle everywhere else can help with your abs because you're increasing your metabolism. That's the reason why. And cardio. we got to use up those calories. We got too many calories in our body, made up of tissue, because that's how we store the calories. We got too much of it, so we need to burn it up. So we have to do cardio. We have to eat less calories. So we're trying to get rid of this extra fuel we have. We can't put more fuel in. Now here's even more bad news. You may lose down to 10% body fat and still can't see your abs. And the reason why is your body chooses where it loses from. Remember we said we can't spot reduce? So there's nothing you can do to make the fat from your stomach be the fat that's going to be used as energy. It's just not possible. So what we have to do is just let the body do its thing. It'll pick places to get fat from, and then eventually, if now some people maybe your abs will be first, but eventually it's got to get there. So eventually you will. Now, maybe I can see my abs at 12%, and maybe someone else is at 8 and can't see them. 8's getting a little bit low to not see abs, but anyway, and if you actually want to know, you can kind of monitor your body fat percentage to see what that percentage is, that you can see that if that matters to you. So then you got to figure out how many pounds do I need to lose. So say you need to lose 10 pounds. It's easy math to figure out that's 30,000 calories. So we need to burn up 30,000 calories, 35,000 calories, so that we can get underneath that. So we can burn them up, we can eat less, so that we take that fuel tank, which is our body fat, and start running down our reserves. Because that's the whole goal, is to run that fat fuel tank out, so that we lose that energy. So just as a review, I haven't done an ab exercise in 10 years, not one, because you don't need to, like I just explained. However, me working out and doing everything else I do does help some. Now I do squats and things like that, so I have weight on, which is stabilization. I still professional wrestle, so I do back flips and front flips and all that kind of stuff, which is a lot on my core. And I can even tell if I haven't wrestled in a while, and I do some of the moves that I do, my abs will be sore, and it's because I'm using those muscles. So my muscles do get used. And if you're an athlete not looking for just aesthetics, then you should do some kind of stabilization to keep that strong, keep your core strong for whatever you're performing in, jumping, leaping, whatever. So then that is an exception. But we are talking about cosmetics. We're talking about cosmetic abs and what you need to do to see them. And so we eat less calories, do cardio, don't do any kind of weighted exercise, especially on your abs. And you don't even really have to do any. You can, but don't expect them to show your abs. So until next time, when I have some more bummer news, I will see you guys online and maybe the real world.